Hello and welcome back to Athens. We are continuing our journey right where we left off, now at the Acropolis, one of the most iconic places in the city. This episode is all about exploring the Acropolis and its surroundings. Let's begin. We are starting our journey from the south slope of the Acropolis of Athens, an area that gently leads up through ancient paths and historic remains. Our first stop here is the Sanctuary of Dionysus, dedicated to the god of wine and theatre in ancient Greece. Nearby, you can also see the ruins of the chapel of Saint Paraskevi, adding another historical layer to the site. This area once played an important role in ancient festivals and performances. One of the first things we noticed was how well the site has been preserved. Right next to the sanctuary is the Theatre of Dionysus, one of the most important theatres in ancient Greece. You can still see the stone seats carved into the hillside where people once gathered to watch plays and performances. This is where Greek drama really took shape. This is the Georgic monument of Nicias, built to celebrate victories in ancient theatrical competitions. We are now walking along the ancient Peripatos, a historic path that circles the Acropolis. This route connects several important sites along the slopes and eventually leads you toward the main Acropolis area and viewpoints above. As we keep walking along the path, the surrounding starts to feel more open and peaceful. You are surrounded by the rocky terrain, scattered ruins, and small viewpoints that look out over the city. It's a relaxed walk with a mix of history and nature all around, making the journey just as enjoyable as the destination. These are the remains of an ancient bronze foundry. This is the Odeon of Herodes Atticus, an ancient stone theatre built in 161 AD. It was used for music and performances, and even today it still hosts concerts under the open sky. We are now entering through the Propylaea, a grand gateway that once marked the main entrance to the Acropolis. Later on, this area also became part of the West Gate fortification. The Propylaea was designed as the main ceremonial entrance to the Acropolis, built with massive marble columns and detailed architecture. As you walk through, you can really see how grand and important this gateway was in ancient times. This is the shrine of Athena Hygeia, dedicated to Athena in her role as a protector of health. Here you can find the sanctuary of Artemis Prourounia, dedicated to the goddess Artemis, and nearby was the Chakotheke, which was used to store bronze items and offerings. Together, they show both the religious and practical sides of life on the Acropolis. From here, you can see amazing views of Athens spreading in every direction. Looking down from the Acropolis hill, the south slopes stretch out with the pathways winding through the history and scattered olive trees. You can see incredible sights like the Theatre of Dionysus, and the Odeon of Herodotus Atticus. Standing here at the Parthenon, you can feel the weight of history all around. Built in the 5th century, this temple was dedicated to Athena, the patron goddess of Athens. Its massive columns, intricate sculptures, and surviving details showcase the skill of ancient architects and artisans. Even after thousands of years, it remains a symbol of ancient Greek culture, democracy, and artistic achievement. That wraps up this part of our Acropolis journey. We'll continue exploring the rest of the site in the next episode. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with friends. Thanks for watching and see you soon.